25 when he could have led himself into a world of trouble. But now notice, let's look at verses 8 and 9. It says, Abishai said to David, today God has delivered your enemy into your hands. Now let me pin him to the ground with one thrust of the spear. I won't strike him twice. But David said to Abishai, don't destroy him. Who can lay a hand on the Lord's anointed and be guiltless? So both Abishai and David are thinking theologically. That is, they're interpreting these events based on what they know of God. So Abishai said, today God has delivered your enemy into your hands. He doesn't think that this was an accident. He doesn't think that they were extremely good spies and that's how they found him. He truly believed that God delivered Saul into his hands. Now, when we combine David's theological thoughts with this, we see that things are still slightly a little different. Because we know that David is believing that God is going to handle this situation and we don't have to. So yes, did God deliver them? I would imagine absolutely. But God still had a plan. And so sometimes, we have these prayers, we make our requests known to the Lord, and the Lord does a portion of it, and then we say, okay, I got it from here. But David has given us a clear example of what that looks like to continue to remain steadfast in trusting the Lord, no matter the circumstance. And so once they make it through all of the dozing defenders, all the way right up to the royal sleeping bag that Saul is in, Abishai is convinced that God has given them an open door to finish him off. Abishai is ready to kill Saul, but David refuses to take Saul's life. So, how does David get to this point where he's like, all right, I got to talk Abishai out of it? Y'all ever got that one friend who's like, always ready to ride? Y'all get there and you realize that, wait a minute, hold on, this might be a bad idea. They're like, no, man, we got to get it up. We going through with this. That's Abishai at the moment. So David's like, I got to talk about it. Just so y'all know, I'm usually that friend. He's like, no, man, we got to get it. So David knows that, what Hannah, Samuel's mother, declared back in chapter 2. The Lord kills and brings to life. He brings down to Sheol and raises up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings low and he exalts. That's in chapter 2 of 1 Samuel here, verses 6 and 7. So God must bring low the one that he has exalted to the throne. It's not up to David to go and dethrone Saul at that moment. That is God's job, not his. And David is doing a really good job of showing that restraint that is in his heart, but that restraint that was given to him through God. So in the heat of the moment in our own personal lives, we can't allow our feelings or our emotions or our fears to get in the way. We can't allow that to take us away from the truth that God has provided to us in that he will take care of our troubles. We can't make it about my will